Hi, it's Megan. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my pantry tour for the Three Rivers Challenge, just to kind of get a good baseline of the things that I have and some of the things that I want to be able to work through during this challenge. So today I'll be sharing with you what's in my pantry and my longer term food storage. And then next week I'll share with you what's in my freezer as well as my deep freezer. So let's turn the camera around and get started with the pantry. Okay, so here's kind of an overview of my pantry. We have definitely lots of stuff and it's not the most organized, but this will be good to kind of help and figure out what I have, what we need to eat through. So this top shelf up here is mostly snacks. These are for like my husband's work or to refill my kids' snack containers. So we have like peanut butter filled pretzels. Behind that are some different goldfish, some pretzels, chicken and a biscuit, various crackers. Behind that is an empty container for Cheez-Its, so I need to refill that from my backstock upstairs. I have a few wheat thins, a few Nilla wafers, and a few like Dots pretzels over here. And then again, just more crackers right here. Behind those things are some oil, vinegar, a couple different kinds of oil, and vinegar. And I just keep those in the back because I have smaller containers that I decant into that I use like for every day. And then in this basket also has snacks. It has things like protein bars, different kind of nuts, tortilla chips, kind of things that are in bigger, bulkier bags that don't stack and organize nice, like over here, are just kind of all in this basket. So I definitely need to go through that and make a good plan for how I'm going to use some of those. I know with our nuts, I'm going to be making some of like some protein packs that have cheese and nuts in them for my husband and myself for snacks during the week. So if we come down to the next row, this is kind of like our breakfast, lunch, and bread area. So over here are all breakfasty things. This is a big Costco size box of Kodiak cakes. We've almost finished the first pouch, and I think there's maybe 2 other pouches in here. And then behind that we have a big container of oats, a container of pancake mix that's almost gone. Once that is gone, I will refill it with the Kodiak cake mix, but it's just regular pancake mix right now. Underneath that is a box of granola. A container like this of granola that is almost gone. When that is gone, I'm planning on making my own from scratch. Over here we have different kind of like seeds. We have hemp seeds, chia seeds, and peanut butter powder. We like to add these to yogurt, muffins, oatmeal, all kinds of things. We have some syrup. Behind these, we have some steel cut oats, which we like to cook in the Instant Pot for breakfast occasionally, as well as some bran buds and bran flakes to make bran muffins. This is just a little container of powdered sugar that we use to top some breakfasts. And then back here in the back, we have some, more Kodiak cake mix, which I didn't realize I had that pancake mix back there. And then these 3 are all muffin mixes. So I can use those for breakfasts or snacks. And then also back here, we have some like Carnation Instant Breakfast chocolate milk powder and some Ovaltine underneath. This blue basket usually holds oatmeal packets, which I need to restock because we're getting a little bit low, but my bread basket's a little bit full right now, so currently it is holding the overflow bread of English muffins. This copper basket again has our breads in it, so we have hamburger buns and regular bread in there currently. And then back here in the back is kind of my husband's like salad section, so I have different salad toppers just in some mason jars and some back stock of some dressings. Over here we have a box where I just keep packs of ramen, and then I just kind of refill this box from our bulk upstairs. I also have some apple cider packets to go kind of with our hot cocoa bar to restock. And then I have some lemonade mix, which we definitely need to use up. And then I also keep white rice, brown rice, wild rice right here, as well as our like rice measure for the Instant Pot. And then over here I have some boxed Kraft mac and cheese. Once that's gone, I'm going to try not buying it and see how my kids do with it. I know my youngest especially really likes this. She calls it lunch mac and cheese because she prefers it to like homemade mac and cheese, which she calls dinner mac and cheese. So after this is gone though, I am going to try to not buy it. And if my kids want mac and cheese for lunch, just make a quick homemade version. And then over here we have pastaroni, which is something else that we eat probably like once a week on Sundays when we get home from church, just because it's fast and everyone likes it. I also have a couple boxes of rice-a-roni that I haven't like used in a while, so I definitely should try and use those boxes up during this challenge as well. So as we come down to the next shelf, this is my baking shelf. So I have a big container of flour, behind that is bread flour, behind that is Bisquick. Up on top, I just have a bag of powdered sugar to refill my backstock, or to refill my container because it's almost empty. And then here I have sugar. Behind it, I have 2 smaller containers that hold powdered sugar and brown sugar. Same right here, I have another bag of brown sugar left over from the holidays to refill my actual container. And then right here, I have baking powder, salt, and behind that I have baking soda, and underneath that I have cocoa powder. And then all the way behind that I have a container of cornstarch. And then over here are just kind of more random baking things. So we have things like vanilla, jam, peppermint extract, more vanilla, honey, caramel sauce, Caro syrup, cream of tartar, molasses. I have coconut, monk fruit sweetener, cornmeal. Kind of the more to the back you get are more like dinnery things. So I have this one right here is called SOS mix, and it's basically a powdered mix that I can mix with water and heat up to make like a cream of chicken soup. So I like to use that because it's way more cost effective and still pretty easy and has good ingredients to make kind of my own cream of chicken soups if I need those for recipes. I also have various baking chips back here. I have some chow mein noodles that we like to use on Hawaiian haystacks, and other things. I have like some microwave popcorn here, and down beneath I have some like sauce mixes like enchilada sauce and Alfredo sauce, which I don't use those too often, but I should probably try and use those up. And then up here I have like my big jar of chocolate chips. And then coming down from there to my bottom shelf, this is where I have most of my like canned goods. So usually on the front I have a few jars of home canned things to restock and refill my kids' like fridge snack basket. So currently I have a jar of peaches, a jar of pears, and a jar of applesauce to refill fruit cups and fruit pouches with. And the rest of this are just regular canned items that I use fairly frequently. So I have like diced tomatoes, coconut milk, green chilies, tomato paste, pumpkin, I don't know, all kinds of other random things. So those I just have down here so that when I'm cooking meals for the week, I can just grab them from here instead of having to go up to my food storage. Next to that, we have our container of popcorn for our popcorn popper. I like to do that for like Sunday dinners or for snacks. Also down here with my cans, I have a bunch of like pre-canned soups just for quick lunches if we need them. And then this is kind of my pasta section. So I have a big container of elbow macaroni noodles. I have a little bit, I can refill this definitely, of some angel hair pasta. And then I have penne noodles right there, jumbo shells right there. And then this basket holds all like my other random things. So I have like some cavatappi, well, some more microwave popcorn, some angel hair that I can refill my other container with, and some more microwave popcorn. And then back in the back, I have a few lasagna noodles as well. And then down here at the bottom is a disaster. But this is my oldest daughter's snack basket, so it has snacks that she likes in it. This is my youngest daughter's snack basket with things she likes in it, as well as some of her leftover Christmas candy. This bucket back here with the yellow lid has sugar to refill my sugar container. Then over here, this bucket with the white lid has an overstock of flour to refill my flour container with. And behind that is a bucket that has wheat berries in it, so I can grind my own wheat when I make bread. This is just kind of like a random overstock things that I didn't really have a good place for, but things I want to use. It's mostly like baking things, like specialty chips or sprinkles. And then I have this box of like Rice Krispies because I was gonna make some scotcheroos and haven't got around to it. So that's definitely on my list to make during the pantry challenge. And then down here, this is just leftover from fall time. It was on clearance at Costco, so I bought it, but it's the Krusteaz like pumpkin bread mix. We made muffins with it and it was really good. So there's a couple more pouches of that that I can use to make muffins or bread. So we'll do that during the pantry challenge as well. So here's again is a last look at everything in my pantry. Okay, here's everything that I have in my food storage closet. We just turned an extra like coat closet that they put in our upstairs into a food storage closet, just so we would have extra storage to buy things when they are on their lowest prices, so that we always have what we need and what we like, and we bought it at the cheapest prices. Up here at the top, I have a lot of what I canned this last year in 2024. So I have peaches, pears, applesauce. Those are the main things I did this year. I don't think I did any. I did a little bit of tomato products, but that's pretty much it. Also over here I have like to-go containers, foil pans, extra canning jars, and just some extra like food storage things up there. And then in terms of food, over here in this corner, I have a lot of more of these like bulk buckets where I have additional buckets of wheat. I have rice in this one. I have oats, an extra thing of sugar. I have another one of flour. I just haven't actually brought it up here yet to put away from the holidays. More foil pans. I was just lazy and didn't actually put those up in the top where they go. In here just has more glass jar storage. Over here, this is kind of my random box. I have some tortilla chips and then a box of some microwave popcorn so that when I get low downstairs, I can move that down. And then the rest of this box has bags of rice cakes. My oldest daughter really likes eating those. And then down here at the bottom, I have some baking chips that I got from Christmas. I have some more bread flour, some Powerades for when people are sick, some oil and vinegar as a backstock. So that's kind of over there. It's messy, but I don't usually use that section too much. And then over here, this top shelf has lots of snacks and breakfasty things and then like sauces. So over here in my snack section up at the very top, I have one of the protein bar boxes that I got at Costco at the beginning of the month. I have some smaller boxes of Cheez-Its when they were on sale, a couple bigger boxes of Cheez-Its when those were on sale. I have some Wisps that my husband likes to have as a snack in his lunch. I have quite a few club crackers, a box of Goldfish, some graham crackers, Townhouse crackers, more Townhouse crackers, chicken and a biscuit. I just have all kinds of crackers. A lot of those are from when they were on really good sales during the holidays. And then my kids love having like a snacky lunch, charcuterie lunch, at least once, if not twice a week. So we go through crackers quite a bit. And we also like doing charcuterie for like a Sunday night dinner, just when we want something easy while we're watching our family movie and things like that. So I always like stocking up when they're at their lowest prices. And then we have them for when we need them. Same with these cereal bars. These were on sale for $2 at Smith's a few weeks ago. And my kids really like them. They're pretty much just full of sugar, but they're fun to have every once in a while. So I got those. I like to keep these on hand for when we go on road trips, like longer planned road trips, like when we go see our family in Utah, and also shorter road trips, just here in Montana to get to places. We don't live that close to a lot of things. So like our biggest cities are like at least 1.5 to 2 hours away. So I like to have these on hand just for those kinds of things. I have some backup brown sugar. Back here in the very back, you can't really see it, but I have some big like 3-gallon ice cream buckets where I store individual bags of brown sugar and powdered sugar to keep it like pest free. And these ones I just pulled out during holiday baking and haven't gotten around to putting them back in the storage where they go. And then behind the brown sugar, you can see I have some things of oatmeal. I have some cereal, and back there I also have more pancake mix, just the regular kind, as well as quite a bit more of the Kodiak cake mix. I'm planning on saving some of the Kodiak cake mix ones for this summer when we go camping, because it's a really good protein-filled breakfast that's really easy to make while we are out camping. I have quite a bit more oatmeal packets, so fruit variety pack. I think this one is also fruit, so I can fill up my container downstairs with those. I have quite a few boxes of cereal. We usually have these just for like treats or snacks. So we have Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is one of my favorites, Raisin Bran Crunch, which is my husband's favorite. Here we have some pouches of just like 90-second microwave rice. It's already pre-cooked, and I got these to put in our 72-hour kits for like emergency food, and I just haven't put it where they need to go yet. And then back here in the back, I have some hot chocolate. I have 2 of these candy cane ones. This one's almost gone, and then I have a full one down here. I bought that when it was on clearance at Costco. And then I have just a regular milk chocolate one. This one is my favorite. This one is my kid's favorite. We drink a lot of hot chocolate here, especially in the winter, because like I said, it gets very, very cold. Here I have some meat sticks. You probably saw those in my Costco haul for this month. Those were on sale, so I got those for my husband. And then a bag of bacon crumbles. We like to keep these on hand for soup toppings, salad toppings, casseroles, all kinds of things. So my one that was in my fridge is getting low, so I grabbed another one to have on stock, and it's shelf stable, which I like, until you open it, and then you can just toss it in the fridge. Over here are mostly like sauces, condiments, those kinds of things. We're getting very low on honey, so I bought this from Sam's Club a month or two ago. So once my honey completely runs out downstairs, I'll just use this and then buy another one to restock my back stock. Honey stays good pretty much indefinitely. It might crystallize, but you just have to slowly heat it to decrystallize it, and it still tastes great. These are some sauces that I found on clearance, some different aiolis I thought my husband would like. We just haven't opened those yet. I have a jar of pepperoncinis. I like to keep these on hand to do Mississippi roast. That's one of our favorites. I like having caramel sauce on hand for a couple of dessert recipes that we like. Extra lime juice. We were getting low, so I grabbed one when I saw that I was low. And then once I empty that one, I will replace it with this and then buy another one for my back stock. I have some Panda Express orange sauce from when it was on sale somewhere. Some Polynesian Chick-fil-A sauce from when it was on sale somewhere. Some like Chick-fil-A sauce, a Winco version of Chick-fil-A sauce, and some ketchups. My family really likes their sauces and condiments. So I always like to have a back stock of those. Okay, and then coming down to my next row, this is where I have all of my like store canned goods. So here in the front, I have different kinds of canned chicken. I have some canned fruit over here, so mandarin oranges and pineapple. I have some peanut butter here. I also have a lot more peanut butter in the back. This is also where I keep extra like broth base, and evaporated milk. I have all the way back there as well. I did recently reorganize all of these cans. So this section isn't in too big of a disaster. But up here at the top, I just have different cream of soups. You probably saw that I did have my SOS mix in my downstairs pantry. This is just for when I need a lot of convenience, and I only buy these when they go on sale for 50 cents or less. And then I got a few that are like more flavored for things that I use in other recipes that aren't just cream of chicken. So like cream of celery, there's a recipe that we like that specifically calls for that. I can use it with cream of chicken, but if I have cream of celery, I prefer to use that. And then same with like cheddar cheese soup, cream of mushroom with roasted garlic, and I don't know what other kinds I have. That one up there is mostly all, I have cream of potato, cream of chicken, what's this one? More cream of chicken, more cream of summerly, more cream of celery, more cheddar cheese, more of the cream of mushroom. And then down here at the bottom, I believe is all just condensed tomato soup, because this is my girls love tomato soup. They prefer my homemade tomato soup, but I like having that on hand just for quick lunches. I recently restocked all of my tomato products. So there's some big cans of crushed and petite diced tomatoes. And then back behind them, I have some green enchilada sauce, red enchilada sauce, tomato paste, small tomato sauces. And then down here in my bottom kind of rack, I have larger cans of tomato sauce, as well as two rows of petite diced tomatoes. So I like having those on hand. Over here, I have some Great Northern beans, again, just for convenience. One of my goals this year is to learn to can dry beans, because it's so much cheaper. I mean, these are not very expensive, but it's even significantly more cheaper to can your own and to cook your own from dry beans. So that's something I want to learn how to do. And then over here, we're getting more into like my dessert and baking section. So in here has all different kinds of baking chips. I always buy those when they are on sale around the holidays. These are some dried onions to refill my container downstairs and to make different like mixes with. Back in the back, I have different kinds of salt, pumpkin, extra vanilla, cocoa powder, and some sweetened condensed milk. I'm getting low on that. So I mostly go through it during the holidays, but I do always like to have a couple cans on hand for a few other recipes I make kind of throughout the year. So that's something that will go on my list for after the pantry challenge. Over here, I have frosting over here. Underneath, I have a bunch of different cake mixes, which I like to use to make cakes. And also I have some other recipes for them. I have Jell-O to put on apples to dehydrate. That's a plan. I haven't done it yet, but that's something I want to try to do. And then I have a bunch of chocolate pudding to go with the yellow cake mixes that I have over here to make one of our family's favorite cakes. I also have like a Oreo pie crust right there in case I need it for something. And then I have some melting chocolate and then a big box of Ghirardelli brownies. I think I have maybe 4 of the 6 pouches left in there. Again, that's something that's nice just for a quick dessert that we like to have on hand. Okay, coming down onto my next row, these are where I have all of my home canned products. So I have a row of applesauce. I will refill that as that empties. I think I only have a couple jars left from 2023, and then we're moving into jars that I canned in 2024. Same with the pears. I have 2 rows of those. And then next to those, kind of in the back, I have peaches. I definitely have a lot more peaches, so I can pull those down and refill the shelf as I need to. These in front are all pizza sauce that I canned this year. Over here is a little bit more pizza sauce, and behind it I have some red salsa that I canned the previous year. Right here, so here's some banana peppers that I canned from my garden this year. And then I have some of this green tomato salsa verde. It's not our favorite. We haven't used it in quite a few years, so I need to find some good ways to use it up, or probably just toss it. and know that we don't like using green tomatoes for our salsa verde, which is a good learning experience. This is some jalapeno jelly that my great aunt makes that my husband loves. And then over here, we're getting into more of like store canned sauces and stuff. So I have some avocado salsa, a bunch of like tomato sauces. I really like the ragu simply because they have simple ingredients, no weird things in it. And then I have a few jars of Alfredo sauce. We did finally go through all the Alfredo sauce that I had from like my last pantry challenge because we weren't using it that often. So I made a special effort to make sure that I went through it and used it and got it completely down to 0. And now I only have 3 in stock, and that's all I probably will need for the next year because we don't use it that often. Over here I have a couple more pizza sauces, and then I have all of my clearance applesauce, which you guys have heard me talk about. The orange boxes are Halloween clearance applesauce. Behind that are some red boxes that are Christmas clearance applesauce. And then these 2 red boxes in front are fruit leathers that I also got on clearance after Halloween. So I just, again, like to have those on hand for our little cooler that we keep in the car with car snacks, since like I mentioned, we have to drive long distances to get pretty much anywhere. So I just like having snacks on hand in the car, ones that are non-perishable. And then we go through these a lot, especially as we start getting into the spring and summer. We go to lots of parks, go on lots of play groups and field trips and stuff like that. So I just like having all of those things on hand in the car. And then down here to my bottom row, this is my pasta row. So over here I have like bow tie, macaroni, penne, all kinds of like those kinds of pastas are all there. I can definitely take some down and restock my pasta basket. I have a few ramens down here. These I can probably take downstairs and finish refilling my ramen box that I keep in my regular pantry. A lot of us have been sick, and so we went through quite a bit of ramen recently. I also have my back stock of pastaroni. I think I should be good for the first like 6 months of the year. I buy these when they go on sale for 99 cents or less. Like I mentioned, we have these every Sunday after church just for a quick lunch with some chicken nuggets. And then I saw these chicken stuffings were on clearance at Smith's not too long ago for 45 cents. And there's a meatloaf recipe that I like to use that calls for stuffing. So I just keep a couple of those on hand pretty much for the rest of the year. I probably only go through 1 or 2 boxes of stuffing during the year. And then everything else that I have down here, this is like long-term food storage. So it's in sealed like number 10 cans. This one is all hard white wheat. I also have oats and rice, and these last for pretty much indefinitely. So these I just have mostly for an emergency. They're not really things that I'm trying to like go through. And then I also keep on hand things like gloves. I have like plastic wrap, foil, parchment paper, and also behind all of these pastas, I have quite a few Ziploc bags. I have gallon freezer bags, quart freezer bags, because those are what I use the most. And then I also from Costco got this one that you guys saw in my last haul that also came with sandwich and snack size bags as well. So I'll add those to my stock, and that's pretty much everything that I have. So that's everything that I have in my pantry and my long-term and my like food storage closet, and what I will be cooking from for the 3 Rivers Challenge. If you want a little bit more info, you can look back at my last video for kind of what my rules are for the challenge, and you can also follow the hashtag on YouTube, and you can also search the account 3 Rivers Challenge on Instagram if you want to see more information on what other people are doing for that challenge. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with a new video that involves my freezer and what I have in my freezer stock. Thanks for watching. Bye.